asparagus risotto with cod. I've melted some butter in a large pan. This is enough for 4 people tonight. I've got 300 grams of carnaroli rice. I'm going to put that in the butter and let that toast. Let me just talk to you about the asparagus. So I had 20 spears of so I didn't have the woody ends. If they had the woody ends, I would have snapped them off and just added them to the stock just to give it that extra asparagus hit. But I chopped the stalks, blanched them for 5 minutes, put them into iced water to stop them cooking and keep the colour. And the asparagus tips, I did the same thing for just 3 minutes, and I've halved them and I've got those set aside to finish off the dish. That noise is India and Clem. So while the rice is toasting, I'm going to tip the asparagus that I've got, the stalks. I'm tipping the asparagus stalks into the bowl of a small food processor. If you can get hold of wild garlic, that would be fantastic. I can't, so I'm putting a very small handful of watercress. And I'm going to season this with some salt and pepper. I'm going to process this to a rough puree. Set that aside. Stir the rice. This is about 20 minutes before I'm going to cook the fish. So I've got 500 grams of cod cut into 4 pieces, cod loin, and I am generously salting, and I'm going to salt it on both sides. Preheat the oven to 200 degrees. The rice is hot and toasted. This is 1 large banana shallot that is chopped really, really small. Each piece is about the size of a grain of rice. By doing that and adding that to the very hot rice, the onion will cook very quickly because it's going to be with the hot rice. I've got 1.2 litres of stock. My stock does not have any salt in it. It's homemade, but if you're using shop-bought stock, be mindful. I'm actually going to add a whole teaspoon of salt to this stock, maybe a little bit more. This will be the only seasoning that your risotto gets, so you want it to be nice and salty. After just 3 minutes, this will be cooked. You're now going to add 100 ml of white wine or champagne or vermouth. You want to drop the heat down very low and start stirring. Set a timer for 15 minutes to rinse the salt off the fish. Okay, most of the wine has been absorbed, and now you will slowly start adding, a splash at a time, the stock. This stage will take half an hour at least to gradually add the stock and keep stirring. So I will see you back here in 30 minutes. Actually, no, I won't. In 15 minutes, I want you to rinse off your fish. 15 minutes is up from salting the fish. I'm going to rinse the fish and pass it dry. I've lined a tray with foil and I have lightly oiled it, and I'm going to place the fish on the tray. Normally I would just pat this with I would put some little pieces of butter, but I have got some of my Café de Paris butter, so I'm going to just put some little pieces of butter on the fish before it goes in the oven. So you can dot your fish with butter, or I've got some of my Café de Paris butter that I am just dotting the fish with. And a good grinding of pepper. Obviously it doesn't need salt because you've just salted it. So you salt the stock. And not the rice. And you're going to do this for 30 minutes. The risotto is about 5 minutes away. These are going to go in for 7 minutes, and then I'm going to check them. Oops. The thing with the risotto is that every grain of rice should be separate. It should not be a gluggy mess. It should really be quite wet. Obviously you can drink wine while you're stirring. I hope you can hear me. My risotto is finished. is nearly finished. I'm now going to put in the pureed asparagus. In here I've got 2 tablespoons of creme fraiche and 2 tablespoons of parmesan. In here I've got a tablespoon of parsley finely chopped, a tablespoon of chives, half a tablespoon of tarragon. I'm going to grate the zest of half a lemon. That's going in. Got a small handful of sugar snap peas which have been chopped. Give that a good stir and just let that heat through for a couple of minutes. The fish has had 7 minutes. I'm just going to check it. I don't think it'll be done. No, this needs 3 more minutes. It's ever so slightly warm, but not warm enough. Fish has come out. It's cooked perfectly. I've put the plates in literally for 2 minutes in the oven. I'm just going to let all of this just sit for a minute. I'm going to serve just one of them because they're making so much noise next door. I'm going to put a few of those asparagus spears, piece of fish. I've got some micro herbs from Waitrose. A few more asparagus spears just sitting on the fish. And a spoonful of that buttery juice in the bottom of the pan. And there we have it. If you can hear me over the din next door, asparagus risotto with cod. Asparagus risotto.